Hold on. I already hung.
Okay.
All right. Good morning.
Good morning, everyone. Ooh, you all technical difficulties this morning. That's why we were
Yes,
running just
yes,
a little late.
yes.
Lynetta, how are you feeling this morning?
I'm feeling good, but a little tired. Got a
Uh-oh.
lot of prepping to do with that little girl today before school tomorrow.
How was she headed to school? Was she good?
She has school
Well,
tomorrow.
no, they start tomorrow. Okay. Shout outs to all the teachers out there who reported back to work today. Good morning,
Yes, yes,
everybody.
yes, yes. Mhm.
So it is your favorite mother-daughter duo, Lynette, Katrina and Lynetta, and we are on these virtual streets this morning, you guys, to introduce a mortgage readiness program. This is my first time doing this type of stream, and bear with me as I've added myself to the stream twice. So we'll have that knot and kink fixed the next time we go live. But I wanted to introduce to you all what we are doing with this mortgage readiness program. Shout outs to the loan officers who have me in their email. And I am able to receive updated rates and things that are um, transpiring in the loan lending industry. Thank you all so much for that. So,
Yes,
what is the Mortgage Readiness Program? It's just what it says. It is a program that is helping home buyers to prepare for their mortgage, understanding their mortgage, understanding the process. All of us have been renters, but when you're in the process of going from renting to owning, renting a property from your landlord versus owning your own property, you now go from paying rent, which is someone else's mortgage, to paying your mortgage. So we want to assure that buyers are mortgage ready by taking time with them to understand the mortgage readiness portion of it, that home financing piece. And what we've seen in the industry is a lot of buyers, they have the desire to own a home. However, the preparation and the steps necessary to get to home ownership are missing. So we wanted to build out a program that could better assist home buyers on their home buying journey by slowing down, putting the pieces together, understanding the process and the strategy, and making sure that we are a trusted resource and solution. Lynetta, give us a little bit of your thoughts on what you have experienced working with buyers. When it comes to working with buyers, what is one thing that most buyers misunderstand on that home buyer process? Give me one thing that you have seen that buyers misunderstand or don't have any understanding at all about that home buying process. One thing.
one thing is many things I can mention. And
Give me
you
one.
actually touched on a lot of it already, but one of the things that I'm noticing far as what home buyers are missing is understanding that credit piece.
Mm-hmm.
Um, I actually had someone yesterday that was reaching out to me. Um, in my Facebook Messenger on one of my videos, the video that me and you did on with the Shamar sound on
Yeah, that was a good one.
um
That was a good one.
they reached out to me about that and was mentioning said so Credit Karma is not accurate. So I think a lot of first time home buyers and a lot of buyers don't understand that credit piece process, um because a lot of them out here are still thinking that Credit Karma is accurate in the lending industry, and that is not the case. So
Right.
I think a lot of first time home buyers and just home buyers in general are missing that understanding of that credit piece,
Okay. Yeah.
not knowing and understanding understanding their FICO scores, not knowing that it's more versions of credit score models, um not knowing that it's actually a mortgage score model out here that determines your pre-approval, and the list can go on. So I feel
Yep.
like
So
once that strategy is in place and understanding that, I think they're going to be good.
all right. So, and you're exactly right. And we know from experience that home buying begins with credit. That's the first C. We'll stop right there with credit for now because we have so much that we're going to provide the
Yeah.
buyers on their home set, on their process. So, Lynetta, what versions of credit scores is the lending industry using at this time? FICO score versions?
5, 4, and 2. Mm-hmm.
Okay, you better teach that. So, right
So,
now,
yep.
friends, right now in
I
the
actually just
lending,
gave that to somebody yesterday. So if you want to know your accurate mortgage scores, go to myfico.com.
right. Again, did you catch that, guys? Lynetta gave us a great
Oh,
tip
go
there. If you want to
DM.
know, if you want to know your FICO scores, go to myfico.com. And it's worth paying into the premier package, which also gives
Thirty
you
nine ninety
your,
nine.
yep, it also gives you your FICO, your mortgage scores. Friends, let's jump in on that. Whenever you are applying for a home loan, the underwriter is analyzing your
Mm-hmm.
FICO mortgage scores. We know that in 2025, we heard the news of the lending industry possibly switching over to Vantage scores. However, I have not heard that there is a lender out there, and the lender is the
Right.
bank. The lender is the bank, the mortgage company is the bank. We have not been told that the lending industry has switched over to those Vantage scores that you see on Credit Karma.
Mm-hmm.
Also, concerning those Vantage scores, you have score models on the Vantage side of things called 10T. That 10, that T, that letter T stands for trending data. If the mortgage industry does switch over to trended data,
Mm-hmm.
that means that they're going to be taking a closer look at
Yes.
your fight, your score trends, what's trending on your report, and what's trending with your scores, the behavior behind the movement and activity of your scores and the data on your credit report. So, friends, when we say mortgage readiness, that's what we mean. We want to help you understand that the logistics. We want you to understand the logistics of home ownership. And I know a lot of you are saying, well, Katrina, what makes you all so worthy to be able to do this? I'm so glad you asked me for my resume. Let's get into it, friends. So I am a North Carolina licensed broker. I am a real estate broker licensed to sell in both North Carolina and South Carolina. I'm also a broker in charge. I've also taken the mortgage loan officer course and class, and in the process of trying to get that doggone national test pass, only missed it by 2 points. So, along with my skill set to help buyers and sellers as well as agents, along with my skill set, I now add the ability to be able to talk to you about the mortgage financing process from a knowledge base,
Mm-hmm.
not from Googling, not from watching TikTok, not from social media videos, but actual applied knowledge that I've learned while being in school. And not only that,
Mm-hmm.
Lynetta and I both are licensed in North Carolina and South Carolina, and we are both partnered with loan officers, quality loan officers throughout North Carolina and South Carolina, as well as other states. So that's something that we specialize in, making sure that we are connected to the money because we continue to remain where the money resides. So, Lynetta, give us your thoughts also on the experiences that you have had with building your loan officer partnerships. What has that been like for you? And what has that been like for you building your loan officer partnerships?
Building my loan officer partnerships have been great because they have positioned me to understand that lending process,
Mm-hmm.
and has given me information that I can give back to my clients.
Mm-hmm.
So for one to be example, who is just our all-time favorite, shout out to Brandon Lopez.
Whoop,
He's
whoop, whoop, whoop.
always a text and call away if we need him, and he's always dropping the T in the lending industry. industry. So
Absolutely.
I'm always so
Absolutely.
appreciative of him and his partnership. So that's what I love about my lender partnerships, the connection and networking and staying on top of what clients need.
Mm-hmm.
Um, and also one of my biggest things with my lender partners is I like lender partners that are going to treat my clients the same way that I treat my clients,
Mm-hmm.
um, with the utmost respect, giving them knowledge and education on how to get through the lending process, not just trying to collect another check. They're actually taking care and doing their job and fiduciary duties to
Mm-hmm.
make sure that the client is in good hands. So I always love partnerships like that. And
Awesome. I love.
I have a good bit of them. So I've
Yes.
also met one on TikTok as well. Shout out to James, um, who we will be doing things very soon.
Yes.
Um,
Yes.
forward to
Because
that.
yes, I do want to add James on one of our sessions here at our mortgage readiness
Yes,
program as well as other loan officers in the industry. I want to give them an opportunity to come and educate us on our mortgage readiness program.
absolutely.
One of the things Lynetta mentioned is she loves her so far she's loving her lending partners, those loan officer relationships that help her to best understand how to serve her clients. That's what we do here at Catalyst.
Hmm.
Catalyst Real Estate Services, that's what we do. We touch down in our community using
Yes.
Lynetta's word, touch down in your town. Uh,
Touchdown.
Yes, so we make sure that we are building those loan officer partnerships within our local market. And we also have the privilege and honor of getting to know other loan officers in other markets as well, because you never know who might need a referral of someone that's licensed in another state. Though
Right.
our local partners do also serve other states as well. And I do love connecting our local partners to out of state buyers. Also, as a preventive maintenance, one of the things that we also do, if a loan officer just so happens to drop the ball, now I'll probably be the one on the lives doing this, friends. So I'll probably be the one just keeping it straight up hot. Cause I mean, really, this is how we
Right.
win, by being transparent. If there is a loan officer that drops the ball with me or my clients, I also teach this. I cannot afford loan officers who drop the ball on their when they're working with us and then do not accept responsibility for that. Accountability is a major piece in our business. So
Right.
if we have decided to partner with the loan officer and they mishandle us, we don't do second chances and third chances. I don't with my
Mhm.
business, and Lynetta doesn't with her business. That's how serious we take our relationships with our clients. We cannot afford loan officers that are not accountable business partners.
That's
If you
right.
messed up, just say you messed up. Now,
That's it. That's all.
Right. So, but now let me say this to all my buyers out there. Whenever a loan officer is preparing you for that pre-approval, there is a lot of work that goes into preparing and conditioning a file for pre-approval.
Mhm.
This is where the mortgage readiness program comes in, where Lynetta and I will walk you through that process strategically, even helping you understand the proper documentation, why that documentation is needed, why it's important, and why it matters. There are some buyers that have experienced just frustration when getting through that underwriting process, and I get it. What we have
Mhm.
to understand about the underwriter is working for the bank. It is their job to to assess risk. So those of us that don't
That's right.
understand that, they are there to help us assess risk. How risky are you as a buyer? And if
Mhm.
they take a risk with you, is it worth the risk? So that underwriter is assessing risk. Lynetta, you know all about this on the credit side, because as a family, we
That's
have
right.
worked with several families to help them understand that credit piece. So when it comes to risk, When it comes to risk, tell me a little bit about the risk that you have seen with buyers concerning debt and how that debt is impacting scores. Talk a little bit about that, the debt and the payment history,
Yes.
and how it's impacting scores.
So I did talk about this a little bit. I made a video about this. No, I actually made a post in my story about this. So, what I'm hearing from some lenders based on buyers pre-approval, um, for many, is not necessarily the credit. It is the debt to income. So, and what I mean by that is that your debt can red flag the whole pre-approval process. If
Absolutely.
you have, you can make, you can make well, you know what, we're not even gonna go down that lane, but let's just say if you have a, we're not even gonna go down that lane today, but if you have a car payment that is, you have a $40,000 auto loan,
Car payment
and,
anywhere
and your
between eight
car
hundred and
payment
a
anyway,
thousand.
yeah, $800 to $1,000, on top of all your other monthly debts and expenses that you pay. That is how your pre-approval is determined, by what your monthly debt is, by what you're paying towards your monthly debt a month. On
Mhm.
top of, they're trying to factor, the underwriter is trying to determine if your monthly income and the monthly debt that you pay monthly on top of a mortgage loan is going to be affordable for you. It's going to be
Right. The
comfortable for you.
DTI.
Yeah,
The
the
DTI.
DTI. They're trying to see if that DTI is going to be comfortable for you, because if it's not, they can't issue you the loan. It's going to be a red flag, and it's going to look to the lender as, okay,
They don't have affordability.
they don't have affordability to add on another mortgage, because they have a $700 $800 car payment. They have a they have a personal loan that they're paying $300 towards. They also have x amount of credit cards that they're paying monthly payments towards that are also maxed out. They also have their other bills and expenses that are reporting on their credit report. So lenders and underwriters, they look at that. They look at
Right,
that.
right. And friends, she's explaining that exactly right. Whenever you go through that home financing process, this is going on before you even look at homes. When you're going through that home financing process, your debt to income ratios are being assessed. Each loan has a debt threshold. For instance, FHA,
Exactly.
conventional, VA, USDA, they have debt ratios that they don't want to see. They don't want to see you go over a certain percentage with your debt to
Exactly.
income ratio.
And I have
And
heard it, right. And I have heard it personally from a loan officer's mouth. Those auto loans are killing y'all.
yep,
Okay. And I have to agree. They are.
and
Those
they
payments,
really are,
they
because
are killing y'all.
if that auto loan is too much, and then you want to stack a mortgage on top of that, the underwriter is assessing the ability to repay. You may think as a buyer that you have the ability to repay. However, when that underwriter, the underwriter who is working for the bank, that they're working for their shareholders, the
Right.
ones that say yes to the money, when that underwriter is processing a process, is analyzing and processing a file, they're looking at your ability to repay. If they look at your debt and they see all your debt, then they weigh that against your income, and they say, oh my gosh, there's no room here for a
There is
mortgage.
no room
There's
for
no
it.
room.
Or they're going to have to pre-approve you for a excessively lower
Lower
amount.
amount. Yep.
And that is that and it could be a lower amount that is not in the market price point that you're trying to purchase. So
Right.
it's like, okay, well, maybe I just need to push pause. Pretty much.
Yep.
Pretty
and
much.
and that, and then friends, the only thing we could do about that is to we got to work on the debt. We got to get the debt down. We got to get the scores up, and you may even have to get the
And
income
here's
up.
a rule of thumb that I've told one of my clients who has, And this client is absolutely amazing. And does a fabulous job when it comes to listening to what I'm advising for, for what I'm advising. So um one of my clients, they I recommended, okay, if you want to be pre-approved for this amount, then that debt is gonna have to come down. So
Mm-hmm.
they have sacrificed eliminating a huge chunk of their debt.
Mm-hmm.
Um car payment, they have eliminated that, no car payment.
Right.
Credit cards are paid down. Um and no excessive amounts of extra debt.
Right.
So now this looks to the lender as, okay, they make 90 to 100,000 a year and they have very little debt. That just knocked out that income factor, that debt
Yeah,
to
that debt
income
to income
factor.
ratio. Yep. So she's saying that it brought their debt to income ratio down, which makes an underwriter smile. It makes the loan
Yes,
officer smile. And friends, I know you may be saying, why does she keep talking about the underwriter and not the loan officer? Well, let me help my loan officer buddies out here, because everybody wants to blame the loan officer for everything. No, the loan officer is our liaison, our partner,
yes,
our
yes.
friend, our assistant on that loan process. The underwriters don't talk to us, they talk to the loan officer. So we need our loan officer partners. The loan officer is working alongside the underwriter to better understand your file as well. The loan officer is not giving you the approval, it is the
Right. The
underwriter.
underwriter.
It's an underwriting decision. The loan officer cannot override an underwriting decision, because if that underwriter says that this file is not a good file, this file is too risky, this file is not mortgage eligible. So the
Right.
language is that buyer mortgage eligible or mortgage ineligible? If
Mm-hmm.
they are mortgage ineligible, then there has to be steps that we take for that buyer to become mortgage eligible, which is why Katrina Cherry, Katrina like the hurricane and Cherry like the fruit, has developed a mortgage readiness
Yes.
program. Because when you're going through that home financing process, that's what they are preparing you for, mortgage readiness. So this is my initiative. This is my movement. This is our movement and initiative to be buyers agents that are doing it a different way, the best
Right.
way, the logical way to help buyers understand. And in saying all that, we want to help 10 to 15 serious buyers this year. 10 to 15 serious
All
buyers.
right.
And this is for free. We are not charging you for these services. This comes with working with us here at Catalyst Real Estate Services, where our license hang. So we want to help 10 to 15 serious buyers who have the time, the energy, the capacity, the willingness to strategically learn how to buy a house. That's
Mm.
what we are here for, taking you through those home financing process, leaving no rock unturned, bringing in the loan officer to help you better understand. And loan officers, I need you. We need you.
Yes,
In
yes,
order for this program to work, we need you to help us to condition and to prepare our buyers. Home inspectors, we need you. We need you, because whenever we do get to the point to where we are shopping for that home, we want to make sure that our buyers are purchasing a quality home, whether
yes.
that's a new home or an existing home. Listing agents, uh come on now, let's revamp these relationships, because we need each other. Stop all that playing and carrying on. Listing agents need buyers agents, and buyers agents need listing agents. This foolishness of unnecessary competitiveness in this industry is trash. We need to
Mm.
do it better. You have something I need, and I have something you need, but it's too many listing agents and buyers agents out there with egos that hurt clientele.
Every
Please go sit
time.
down. It's time to have several seats. We got to do better. It's time to have several
Right.
seats. And I don't care if you don't like what I'm saying, because who you gonna report me to? My broker in charge? Here I am. I mean, because it's serious business. You know it. Like they tell us in school that as agents we have to list to last. Well, last year's market 2025 showed us that the struggle to list to last was indeed a struggle. With homes staying on the market 3 months, 6 months, 9 months,
Mm.
with no open house traffic, with very little showings. So friends, let's calm down. Let's calm down. Let's calm down and let's take a deep breath.
Right.
We need solid partnerships that are going to help all of us serve our clients. So with my mortgage readiness program, with our mortgage readiness program, what we are doing, we're doing the background work, making sure that the strategies and the solutions to home ownership are already put in place. Buyers, you don't have to Google. You don't have to Google anything. We're here to give you that information, to connect you to the loan officer, to help you walk through that home buying process step by step by step. And we need 10 to
That's right.
15 serious buyers. Who will be the first one to make to
Ready. We are
who will
looking.
be the
Listen,
first
we're
one? Who
ready.
can let's help you get it done. Help us to help you. We
Listen,
need
right? Because it's possible. You can do it.
yes,
You can do it.
yes.
You just need the strategy to walk through and get to it. So
That's
you can
right.
do it. You can do it.
Yes. And we believe that with our whole heart, friends. We
Mhm.
believe that with our whole heart that you absolutely can do it. We also have the material to teach you how to do it. We also are walking you through this step hands on. We don't want you hurt
Correct.
during your home buying process. We don't want you to lose money during your home buying process. We want to make sure that you're connected to the right resources and the right people through that home buying process. And I know some home buyers are concerned. Well, I do need a real estate agent, but how do I pay my own agent? Don't worry about that because we have systems in place to where we are partnered with listing agents and builders with a cooperative compensation agreement already in place. That means that that builder or listing agent already has an agreement in place where they are
Mm-hmm.
saying, yes, we will pay your buyer's agent on
Correct.
your
Correct.
behalf. Friends, we are here to help you understand the
I think
contract
that is
process.
that's a lot of I think that's a lot of first time home buyers concerns as well. They don't
Yep.
understand how you know how their agent different ways how their agent can be compensated. Yes,
Mhm.
it is a buyer expense. However, we partner you with sellers and builders who can cover that compensation for you so that that is
Yes.
not a major concern because we get
Right.
it, the buyer
Yep.
expenses, we understand.
Yep, and we're going to make sure we explain that thoroughly. We're not going to
Mhm.
have you signing contracts that you don't understand. We're here to also to provide you with the contract knowledge, to educate you on everything that requires your signature.
Right.
And speaking of documents that require your signature, not only when we're taking you through this mortgage readiness process, that loan officer is going to issue you a loan estimate. That loan estimate is a document that's provided to you after you apply for your home loan
Hmm.
and you've done a full application. You have
Yes.
submitted all your documents and now they're giving you a loan estimate of what your
Of
possible
what you're
what your
right.
mortgage may be. And that's going to have every detail of the loan on that document. We make sure that our loan officers are
Yes.
in a position to explain that document to you. Most buyers ask us as the buyer's agent, okay, what is this loan estimate saying? Well, here at Catalyst Real Estate Services, we have the ability to assist you with that
Yes.
because we are partnered with loan officers and because I am trained in that area on what that loan estimate means.
Hmm.
We have closed several buyers and we throughout our career, and we do understand. We understand, friends, that loan estimate is issued to you by the loan officer. The loan officer is the ones we partner with are more than ready to explain to you what that means. We're
Right.
going to condition you through our mortgage readiness program so that you're not intimidated by a loan estimate. but you're educated through the loan estimate. We're
Correct.
not, did
Correct.
you catch that, friends? When you receive a loan estimate, we don't want
That's
you
it.
intimidated by the loan estimate, but we want you educated on the loan estimate.
That's it.
Do not agree to anything that does not align with your overall homeownership goals. Education is at the forefront here. Education is the foundation. Education is the infrastructure that helps us to win through this process. So, friends, this was, let's see. I said I wanted to keep it just 30 minutes. I didn't want to drag it out. But I want you to understand that this is our introduction to a mortgage readiness
Yes.
program. Spread the word. We need 10 to 15 buyers. We want to help 10 to 15
Yes.
buyers this year.
And we will be
This,
going over so much more on
yes,
this live stream. So be sure to stay tuned. Tell a
yes,
friend to tell a friend. We will be going we will be going more in detail on credit topics, income, asset topics. We will be diving in, guys, on the needs
yes,
and the requirements of starting this home buying process. So be sure to tell a friend to tell a friend, y'all, and make sure you're tuned in.
yes,
Okay. Because listen, as I always say, we touch it down real, live, and active with the real estate team.
yes, friends. And this is just this is just the introduction. This is
Right.
the
We've
introduction.
already covered so much
Yes,
on
this
the
is the
introduction.
introduction. You will see more of us on our you will see more of us along with community loan officer partners. Also on this platform, we will be live again in 2 weeks on this same platform. This video is also live streaming on YouTube. You can catch it on YouTube under Boss Up Broker, Katrina Cherry. You can also catch it on my business page, the Catalyst Real Estate Services business page. We are here, friends, to help you have a better and different experience on your home buying journey. Lynetta, are you able to put your link or my link or somebody or one of our links in the thread? I can't. Are you at your desktop? If not, I can
Yeah,
put it.
I am. What
Like if you need anybody to get in contact with you.
oh yeah, you can visit my website. So I'll put that here.
Yeah.
You can just fill out if you need a buyer consult, one-on-one buyer consultation, just click my website in the comment
Mhm.
section here. And schedule your complimentary one-on-one buyer consultation.
Yes. And friends, we are here, Catalyst Real Estate Services in Charlotte, North Carolina, as well, and to include South Carolina. Licensed brokerage providing full services to buyers and sellers. I am also a North Carolina and South Carolina real estate instructor. I also educate agents as well as buyers and sellers. So we are a full service, full circle brand and brokerage. So whatever it is that you need on your home buying journey, you will receive it here at Catalyst Real Estate Services. You can also hashtag Lynetta Neal, hashtag Katrina Cherry here
Yes.
on Facebook. So you can
You can search
hashtag.
me on Google type in Lynetta Neal in Google and tell me what you find.
Yes. Yes. So you can go online. You can go to Google and put in
You can
Catalyst Real
find
Estate
me anywhere.
Services. Yes. So, friends, we are here and we are showing up for you in a different way in 2026. We want to serve more buyers, 10 to 15 serious buyers, whether you're ready in the next few weeks or you're ready in the next few months or you're ready at the end of the year, 2027, whatever it is, let's get connected. But this year for 2026, our goal, our aim is to help 10 to 15 serious buyers, and we want to make sure that we align our loan officer partners. And also, before I click off, let me say this, and I'm delivering this with eyes. There are several agents and loan officers that want to have the audacity to tell agents how to run their business. You need only one good agent. You need only one good loan officer. You will hear that. You need only one good loan officer for your business. Lies and deceit. Because if that one good loan officer leaves the industry, what's up next? You know what's up next? You now have a real estate agent that's on social media screaming, I need a loan officer. I need a loan officer. Well, if you would have said what Katrina said, if you would have did what Katrina Cherry said at the beginning of your career and aligned loan officer partners throughout the industry, you don't have to Google for loan officer partners. A lot of home buyers do not know the activities that go on in the background in our industry.
Right.
Stop telling real estate agents they only need one person. And then if life hits you and they can't get a hold of that one loan officer, who is next? Who do we go to next? Real estate agents, it is imperative that you have a builder partner list, that you have a business partner list, that you have a business partner list where you have more than one solution for a
Right.
buyer. That's not good enough. Think about this. Do you actually think these big companies have one service provider? Absolutely not. Because there's always something going on in the background where fees change. Fees change, business, the owners change, the management change. There is constant change in the
Right.
lending industry. So it is dangerous to have one loan officer on your roster. I
My
will not
goodness.
do that. That's foolishness because if life hits that loan officer and they are no longer available, or the company that they leave that you love, they're not there anymore. No, that's not now. Now you're leaving my loan. Now the buyer is left hanging. I learned that the hard way when I had a loan officer that, and this buyer insisted on working with this particular loan officer because he assured her that he had programs at his bank that were down payment assistance programs through Charlotte, North Carolina. And what happened is the bank, the whole department, the whole bank shut down. The buyers were left hanging, to include my buyer. I was new to the industry, about maybe 2 years in, if that. I didn't know what to do next, but bring in another loan officer. Well, I couldn't find anyone at that time that was partnered with those down payment assistance programs that can pick up where this buyer left off. I
Mhm.
wasn't able to save the deal, and then the loan officer left me hanging and got mad because I was upset with him. Well, first of all, you know you didn't want to disclose to me exactly what it was that you were doing with my buyer so that I can put them in a better position to transition to another loan officer if anything happened. And sure enough, it was a mess. So no loan officer is going to tell me how to run my business. I want to
That
build
part.
partnerships. I want to build partnerships with
That
loan
goes for
officers.
and let me make myself clear on this. That goes for loan officers, sale representatives with builder, new build specialists. Because one thing about it, two things for sure. When it comes to my clients, we gonna follow us. It's strict over here. We're
Yep,
gonna follow how I run my business for my clients, not what's gonna be best for you to gain a sale. Because at this it's not about, at the end of the day, it's about the fiduciary duty of the client. It's about the needs of the client.
that's
I'm
it.
not I'm not focused on your sales numbers and quotas that you have to meet by the end of the month. When it comes to my clients, it won't be no taking advantage of. So I don't play that in that area. When it comes to my clients, when they're ready to go under contract is when they have a pre-approval in their hand,
And the earnest money
and the
deposit
earnest
is in the
money.
bank.
The proof of funds are proofing. That is the only way we're going under contract. So I
That's
just want to
it.
make myself clear on that for
That's it.
2026 as I did in 2025. Okay?
Hmm.
Because we have to stop. And this is another thing that buyers are um getting discouraged about as well. Because okay, we write this contract, you're under contract, but you can't get pre-approved. Why do we even write a contract? Why do we even write a contract?
That's
So
it.
the math has to math. I'm not one to waste time. I don't like wasting my clients' time. I don't like my time wasted. And
Mhm.
everything has to make sense. I don't
Yep.
want to put you under contract and then post about it, and then you can't even push through pre-approval.
Exactly.
What are we doing?
Which is why we
What
have
are we doing?
That's it. That's why we are building this. Well, it's already built, this mortgage readiness program. And let me talk to you from the instructor point of view. As a North Carolina real estate and South Carolina real estate instructor, I want to educate us, the agents and the buyers right now, that whenever you are working with a client, it is our
Right.
responsibility to help that buyer make informed decisions. Well, you can't help your clients make informed decisions if you are not informed. This is where I
Exactly.
am different as a real estate coach.
Exactly.
I'm different as a real estate coach because I'm also a real estate instructor. Do not just pile up agency agreements and
Absolutely
you're
not.
trying to get these clients done. You're trying to get these clients served, but you haven't conditioned them for the market nor for agency
And
representation.
that's where honesty comes in with
Yep.
delivering your knowledge and education. Because
Yep.
if you walk it like you're talking and know what you're doing, you're gonna give the education and the knowledge piece first to the
That's
client
it.
so they can determine if they are ready or not. Once they have everything that they need, far as understanding the process, understanding credit, income, and assets, understanding all those major requirement and pieces to actually get through
Mhm.
to closing,
Yep.
and they are confident that they can push through, then that's when we write the buyer agency agreement. That's when we go under contract. That's when we go home shopping. Okay,
That's it.
it ain't no let me write this let me get you under agency and then we're going to go look at houses. Absolutely not.
Right. There is an order
Absolutely
and a
not.
there is an order and a process that we must follow
Right.
legally as well. So let's make sure that before we get married with a contract, that there is an
Right.
understanding of realistic expectations that are being set.
That's it. The realistic
Realist,
expectations
realistic
got to be set.
expectations. Realistic expectations are being set. That in your business, you actually have policies and procedures that must be adhered to. When
Hmm.
you hang your license at a brokerage, that brokerage has policies and procedures. When
Right.
you get ready to conduct your business as buyers agents, we need to have policies and procedures and setting realistic expectations that protect the best interest of the buyer as well as your
Right.
license. In order to do that, you have to have a mind to do that, a will to do that, and
Absolutely.
understanding to do that.
Absolutely.
And
Absolutely.
that's how you build a trusted brand as
Yeah.
well.
And
I'm
that's
not.
why, right. And that's why we have to inform these buyers, especially these first time home buyers,
Mhm.
on the importance of why we can't go home shopping without that budget and pre-approval in place. Because if we're going shopping to look at $350,000 homes, $450,000 homes, but you're only pre-approved for 280,000, but you found that home that you really loved and that was $350,000, baby, you can't get it. Not
Right.
unless you bring in
Not
that
unless you bring the
not
cash.
unless you bring in the cash. Okay.
Yep.
Will you be making this purchase in cash?
Yep. That's it.
Okay, so we
And
have to we that this is why we have to inform, educate, and give the knowledge first.
that's it. That's it. And here at our mortgage readiness program, friends, as you can see, this is how we do it. In the words of Montel Jordan, this is how we do it. Friends, that's the mortgage readiness
Right, right,
program here at
right.
Catalyst Real Estate Services with Katrina Cherry and Lynetta Neal. And let me add this. At Catalyst, this is the instruction, this is the teaching, this is the guidance, this is how I am leading agents to
Yes.
serve. This is the only thing that makes sense in buyer agency. This is the only thing. And please challenge me on it. Y'all know I love a good challenge. Please challenge me on it. If you feel like I'm wrong, pull up. But I'm here to tell you, I have the proof on top of the proof on top of the proof that this is the only way that makes sense with buyer agency representation, with
Right.
working with buyers, helping buyers understand how to get to the closing table. Because what are
That's
we
it.
doing? What are we doing without credit, income, and assets aligning? What are we doing? It all
Exactly.
it has to align. So we're headed into that 45 minutes, and I said this was an introduction. Thank you all so much. Those of you that have joined, thank you to everyone that is sharing the video.
Yes.
Thank you
Thank
to
you so
all.
much.
Yes, thank you to our loan officer partners, our builder partners. Thank you to our inspector partners. Thank you to all our past, our future, and current clients. Thank you so much. Those of you who have trusted Catalyst to get you to the closing table, we appreciate you. And friends, this is just the introduction. There
Just the
is more to. This is
introduction.
just the introduction, guys. There is so much more to come.
It's gonna
We
be
will be
getting
back.
real hot up, y'all. It's gonna be getting real hot up in here.
Yes, and
Please.
listen, we
Okay.
we will be back in 2 weeks with another session on my Facebook page
Dude.
here. Lynetta, you might as well get ready because you're gonna be doing your TikTok live soon because we got to make sure that we give your
Yes, I was
followers
just
some
gonna make an
information.
announcement about that.
Yep.
Ready,
So
guys.
we'll
If
be
you
getting
are
that.
not, yes, if you are not following me on TikTok, go on ahead on over there to TikTok and follow me at your home buyer specialist. Okay, go ahead and follow me. I will be popping back on. This will be my first time soon this year while I'm hopping back on with my touchdown crew, and we're gonna be catching up and talking everything real estate, touching down
Yes,
real estate streets. We're gonna really get into it. So y'all know how we do. We keep it real. We realist
that's
over here.
it.
Y'all already know that. Y'all already know that. So if
That's
this is your
it.
vibe, if this is what you're looking for, going on over there to at your home buyer specialist. Be sure to tune in to the mortgage readiness show, okay? Because it's going down, okay?
Yes,
We're touching down
friends.
in your town and it's going down.
Yes. So thank you all so much. Now what okay, what happened to Lynetta's video? I guess her signal went out, but we are at the end anyway. Thank you guys. I appreciate you so much. God bless you. And let's get you to the closing table because I know you can do it. All right, friends, you all have a great rest of the day, and we will see you the next time. We'll see you the next time here at our mortgage readiness program, mortgage readiness show, as Lynetta called it. You all take care. And if you have any questions, let us know. Send me a DM, text, call me, message me. And friends, let's see. Well,
Sorry, my a call came in. I don't know what happened. A call
oh,
came
okay.
in and
I was just telling, wrapping it up with everybody, but letting them know that they can call, text, DM, send a DM
yes,
message,
yes,
call, text, email. We'll have some information, contact information in the comment section of this live video. You will be able to. This is also streamed on YouTube as well. Friends, we are excited to deliver this mortgage readiness program. 10 to 15
yes.
clients is the 10 to 15 serious buyers is what we're
We got
looking for.
y'all. We got
And and
y'all.
and we are here now accepting clients. And I forgot to mention this one amazing piece. Those of you that are coming into our mortgage readiness program as buyers, we are waiving the retainer fee. You heard that right. My retainer fee is $750 is my retainer fee. And I am waiving the retainer fee. We are waiving the retainer fee for those of you
Yes,
that are
yes.
partnering with us in 2026 through our mortgage readiness program for home buyers. Who do you know that we should be talking to about the purchase of their home in
That's right.
2026? Let's get to it. Let's get to the closing table. Let's
Let's
help
do
you.
it.
Let's help
Do
you
it.
revolutionize your life. It's time for you to pay your own mortgage bill and not pay the landlord's. You heard me? Let's go.
That part.
Yeah, you all have a blessed day and thank you for tuning in. We'll see you in 2 weeks on the same platform. In the meantime, if you need us, and in the meantime and in between time, if you need us, we are here right
Yes.
now.
Go ahead and click
Let
the link in the comment section, www.lanetta.neal.realtor. If you need a one-on-one buyers consultation. I am available this week. Let's go ahead and get on a call. Let's go ahead and get a strategy and a plan in place and
Yes,
go over this entire process with you. Yeah, and get you positioned and ready to step into homeownership to get your keys.
that's
Your
it.
keys.
That's it.
Your keys.
Your
Your
keys,
keys.
honey. It look, your keys hit different. Telling somebody to get out your house hit different when it's your keys.
Okay.
All right. You guys take care, and we'll be speaking with you soon. Who
Yes.
are we talking to today, though? Who will we be talking to today? Who will we be talking to today? Today. Who are we talking to today?
That part. Who
We
are we
we are
talking
ready,
to
friends.
today?
Who are we talking to today?
Come on, y'all.
Let's
Come
get you
on
home.
in the room.
Yes, it. Let's get you
All
home to
right,
your
y'all. This
own.
has been good. Thank y'all so much for tuning in. We look forward to catching up with y'all 2026. It's going to be a great year.
Yes.
We're excited about this mortgage readiness. What do you call it?
Mortgage.
Podcast, mortgage readiness podcast. We look forward to this. Like I said, this is just the introduction. The introduction went longer than expected, but that's
Yeah,
what
but it was so
happens.
good. It was
Yeah,
so
it was so good.
good.
This is what happens when you just bring in good energy, good vibes, and good information. So, and this is
Yes,
what we give every single time.
that's right.
We're usually on TikTok with this, but we kind of fell off with our schedule. Last year was a lot going on, as y'all know. Before the new year came in, my family was hit with the flu season this year, so it just kind of
Flip
threw my
everything. Yeah,
entire
but
schedule
we are here
around.
and ready. We are here
But we
and
are
ready.
ready. We are
Uh,
ready. Yes.
all right. Thank you all so much. And who are
Yes,
we
thank
talking to
y'all.
today? Who are we talking to today? We are ready. Who are we talking to today? Who do you know that we should be speaking to about the purchase of their home in 2026? We are ready for you. We are waiving our retainer fee and helping you from home financing to the closing table. It's real, it's live, it's active, and it's the truth. You all take care, and we'll be speaking soon. Thank you so much for your support. We appreciate you.
All right, y'all. Peace.